Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy Changeofplanz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Yeah, you got it,
The
man.
whole city with it. I ain't lying.
Man, the whole world with it, man.
Real
But look,
talk.
I got Snug. We back on Change of Plans, man. It's been a few years, but we here.
Hey, we here. We bigger and better now, baby.
Man, hell yeah, man. I want to say Happy New Year to you first.
The same to you.
It's starting off wonderful for you.
Yeah.
You are actually doing interviews. You doing press. You out. You got a team. Bro, you looking like a real artist, a real star right now. How you feeling?
I be telling people, man, this ain't no hobby. This a career, man. We gotta handle this shit professional, man.
Real talk.
Nah, but it feel good though. It's work. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just waking up, smoking a blunt, going in the studio. It's more than that.
Yeah. For sure. Cause when we initially met, it was just we was in a hotel. You was just getting started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the transition from then to now?
I'm more bossed up now. I understand music and the business of it now. I understand everything that go into it. Back then, well, we was in Dallas, and I bumped into you in the mall.
We was in Dallas, yeah.
Back then, that shit was more so of a, I just want to rap. I want people to know I can rap. But now, I understand that music is like 5 to 10% of it. They don't give a fuck about your music. If they fuck with you as a person, you got them. So that's why I say the music like 5 to 10% of it. The other 90 to 95%, they want to know who you is as a person. They want to know what you're doing, what kind of car you driving, who you fuck with, what you like. They want to know you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had to learn that music is not about music. Once they fuck with you as a person, they gonna fuck with the music.
Yeah.
So that's what we figured out. And you know, of course, the marketing and the strategizing and blogs, all that shit come with it. But I'm self-made, man. The team, we got this shit in the chokehold like we're a real label. We really is a real label, but we ain't with the majors yet.
Yeah. Straight up, man. Straight up. Man, a few months ago, I think it was like September, if I ain't mistaken, we were in New Orleans at the YouTube seminar. We were just there. You know, you just vibing, doing your thing with the women and stuff like that. So I say, man, you got the chains on. Put that diamond test out. I say, where is it? Where is it? And the reason why I'm saying that in the game, some people think that, well, some people say that when you have your jewelry on, it's like trophies. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, it makes you look a certain way, it makes people respect you. How do you feel when you have your jewelry on?
It's crazy. I'm going to say this, but don't take no offense to it. When I do some shit, I might be at the house chilling, right? But I got a thing I do. I might get on live with the kids. We giving away $100, $200. I say some shit like, let me put my costume on. Like, I can't get in the camera without it because guess what? A motherfucker might not remember my face, but they gonna remember, oh, that's them chains. Oh, that's dude. They gonna remember this. So I gotta have the glasses. I gotta have the chain. It's a part of what I'm selling to you. And just like I was saying, music is not really about music. It's about what you're selling. So if I don't have an image, why the fuck would the kids want to look up to me if I don't look like nothing? Mm-hmm. Well, they ain't got no aspirations to put on a black t-shirt, but they got aspirations to put on all that jewelry. They want to look like this. They want to get their hair cut like me. You know what I'm saying? They want to wear the shoes I'm wearing. So all that plays a part into the music. And that's what a lot of artists don't understand. They don't have their image together. Yeah. And it's a gift and a curse because guess what? I done had labels call and say, we really in some bidding war. Motherfuckers say, what kind of car you want? I got 10 of them. Or what kind of house you want? I got one. You know what I'm saying? So you can't bribe me saying you want to sign me and give me a chain. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that shit already. So it kind of makes me a little more. It's a gift and a curse at the same time. Because the nigga that ain't got no chain, he want that chain. He'll sign them papers for that chain. Yeah. That's what I just said in that freestyle on Famous Animal. Niggas will sign their life away to rock these diamonds in my chain. Yeah. So that shit play a big part.
You brought it up. I was going to ask about it a little later. But no, before we get into the Famous Animal, I mean, some people still trying to discover who you are. Even though you've been on my platform before, that was years ago. Mm-hmm. We different now. So I want you to let people know because you from Glen Oaks.
Yeah.
What's so special about Glen Oaks?
We never had that artist to take this shit worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like Webby, he kind of mentioned Glen Oaks, but he from Sherwood. Boosie, he from the South. Kevin Gates, he from the South. Young Boy, he from the North. We ain't had that artist that was going to take us there, right? So we had an artist called Lil Handy. Yeah. I feel like he would have been the next. He would have been Boosie if he wouldn't have died.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that up. I've been having conversations about him throughout the years about Lil Handy.
So
So
we had him, right? And he was supposed to be that one.
He's from Glen Oaks?
Yeah, he's from Glen Oaks. Handy from Glen Oaks.
Did you know him? Or?
No, he way older than me. I was a child. You know that he gonna be the one, and he ended up dying. Then we had True Bleeder. He was gonna be the one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So every time we get that one that's coming from the neighborhood, they're gonna take this shit worldwide. We have tragedy. So I feel like, nigga, I gotta show you what it's about. Like, I'm from Glen Oaks. I want to be that one. Yeah, he the one from Glen Oaks that made it. Yeah. And I understand music is not motherfucking a lifetime thing. Like, nigga have a 2 to 3 year run, 5 if you lucky. So I want to be that artist that reach back and grab motherfuckers and put them in position. So that'll be big for Baton Rouge and Glen Oaks and the whole southern region, man.
Yeah. But I wanna congratulate your team for the way you moving. I'm not gonna lie. To me, you giving Baton Rouge a fresh look.
Shit, yeah. The whole city behind me right now. And I ain't gonna say they always was behind me because my story is a little more difficult and it was a little harder, right? Because I always could rap, but I was stuck in the streets at one point, right? So I rap. Once that rap wasn't making no money, man, I'm going back to the streets. I could make me 10,000 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So when motherfuckers found out, okay, he rapping, they ain't take me serious. Oh, he rapped, then he stopped. Then he come back and rap again, then he stopped. So this last run, my dog T say, man, you got to be consistent. You got to stay in their face, stand in their chest. So I had to win over the motherfuckers that didn't believe, that was thinking, oh, he just going to start and stop again. So my shit was harder than the average rapper that just started rapping and the city get behind him. So I had to prove to the city, like, nah, nigga, this him. We standing on that. I'm here. This time I'm here. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to realize, like, yeah, I wasn't making money from rap, but shit, I can't let the world see that. Guess what? They just gonna see, like, this bitch ain't stopping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was harder for me to get the city behind me. That's why I'm grateful that they behind me now, because, like, nigga know one thing, like, he breathing the breath of fresh air. I always had the potential, but they ain't really believe in me at first, because I always started to stop. I'm going to hustle. Fuck, I go buy a car, some shit.
Yeah.
Know.
Yeah. Now, and since I said earlier, you've been doing stuff, doing interviews and doing press. I know that you did Real Life Street Stars.
Yeah,
shout out to Jeff, man.
Yeah,
I was on Real Life Street Stars too. So
real talk.
Yeah, I made it up before. I was like, hey, you get on Real Life Street Stars and make you feel the type of way.
Shit, yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that I didn't know, I mean, I knew you was into cars, but I didn't know it was like that.
Shit, yeah.
So you really spent $100,000 on a car, on a trunk?
Now let me break that shit down. When I'm talking numbers, you might have to go spend that, but I'm tied in, so what it cost you $20,000 might cost me $5,000. So that's why I say, to fuck with me in this trunk shit, you're gonna have to spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in the trunk. That don't mean I wouldn't spend it. You know what I'm saying? Cause motherfucker fuck with me. I grew up in cars, so I got connections that the average person wouldn't have. So motherfuckers taking it literal for the shit in my car, yeah, it's gonna cost you that. But it ain't cost me that, you know what I'm saying? That's just me being 1,000. But it did cost a pretty penny. In that black car alone, I'm about 30, 35K in the bitch, the whole car. Yeah. And then another thing they don't understand, when I say them numbers, they think I'm talking about one setup. Man, I done battled, I know over 100 people, right? If a motherfucker close to me and sound close enough, guess what I'm going to do that next week? I'm snatching all that shit out and I'm putting another setup in there. So that's what I'm saying. I done had 4 to 5 setups in my trunk, but you wouldn't know that. So when you do the math, if each setup cost me $500 to $7,500 and I done had 4 or 5, we had 30,000 by the time you look at it. All you thinking is he's saying he got 30,000 in his trunk. Nigga, I done changed the setup 4 times because the motherfucker was too close this time. So I gotta blow him out the water if he try again. They don't know that though. You know what I'm saying?
So did your love for cars come before the rap?
Yeah. No, I'm lying. I always wanted to be a rapper growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas had everything I wanted. They had the cars, the hole, the jewelry. I always wanted to be a rapper, but the cars was easier to come to. Once I got my bag up, I ran my bag up, I went car crazy. And don't even drive them bitches. That big man, them bitches be sitting up. He got one sitting at his shop. He be wanting to hop in that bitch. I don't be worried about it because it's just like, I got them now. Them bitches just, once you get something, the value of it, you know the value, but it don't really hold that value that you once had when you couldn't get it. That's with anything. Like, I used to think $100,000 was a lot of money. When you get it, you like, damn, what's next? On my life, bro, I had $100,000 sitting in a bank account. And I'm telling my girl, I'm like, shit, what I'm gonna do with it? I couldn't think of shit to do with it. I swear to God, I couldn't think of shit to do with the money. I'm like, I always said when I get this, I'm gonna do this. I ain't have shit to do with the money. So it's just like once you get something, you understand like, bro, it ain't really what you think. Real talk.
Now we talking about money. I want to reference that line you said in your famous animal freestyle that you seen 300K before you thought about making babies. I think that's what you said.
Yeah. So that's facts.
Wow.
That's facts.
Now I've seen a lot of cash, but I don't think I've ever seen 300,000 cash. Like
before the music, I was a hustler, bro. Real talk, I could hustle my ass off. I might sell QP this store, and he already owned this bitch. You heard me? hey, I could hustle my ass off. So it's just like, man, once the music wasn't working, bro, I got into shit that I wasn't supposed to. Like I was going through this phone I got through. I was going through my old phone, this phone from like 2017. And I be talking that shit in my music. Some of my partners wasn't around me in 2016, 2017. I met a lot of good dudes that joined the team and brought shit to my team along the way. That's why I don't believe in that day one shit. Like, these niggas I just met and they solid. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that I read body line, I test everything. So I was going through that phone. We was in Memphis doing the famous Animal. And I'm showing my partner Jay Will. I got pictures of that bitch. I got money like this. 2016, I say, bitch, I be on them songs talking about this and that. Like, that shit for real. But I was taking risks back then. Like, bro, I met a plug, bro. I don't even do this shit no more, but I met a plug, bro. I flew to motherfucking Oregon, dog. This nigga got me on the farm. Nigga, I'm young as a bitch. I'm just taking risks. And with risk come great reward. And I was able to live comfortable. Like I tell everybody, bro, if I wasn't rapping, I'd still be looking and living like I'm living because I'm not going to work no 9 to 5. It just ain't happening. So
man, and I'm crazy you say that because like the female culture now, a lot of certain females that say, I don't want no guy who just work a regular job. He got to do this, that. He got to be a hustler.
They stupid. Because I ain't gonna lie, I done made the money, right? But I've been uncomfortable. You ever go to sleep? I got cameras all around the house because I'm paranoid. You know what I'm saying? You ever go to sleep and just have a dream that the feds coming in your shit? Because you know you making all this money. You don't know what the fuck going on. A car keep passing by too many times, you paranoid. Like, that shit uncomfortable. Yeah, I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? I done been followed around by the police. They just want to see what I got going. Real talk. Like, before this shit took off this year, like, I've been going through a lot of shit from my past life before the music took off. That's why I know God is real. Like, nigga following me around for months. You know what I'm saying? Just anywhere I go, I'm watching the car. I done hopped out on,
Brain team?
They in unmarked shit, right? So, but it just, them hoes be saying they want a street nigga, bro. That shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know when I'm comfortable when I go out of town and I ain't gotta have that pistol on me when I walk into a store. You know, if I got these chains on it, yeah, but that shit is uncomfortable, but they just see the money. They got niggas that work real legit jobs and make the same amount of money and ain't got to worry about looking over their shoulder. That's just a path I took because I was misguided. I had brothers and stepbrothers that looked like they was doing something that they wasn't. Once I got older, I understood, but I was misguided. I thought gangsters make money and I thought they had money. I wanted to do what they did, but that shit ain't really the wave.
So what you got to say to the people who may feel some type of way about your success and might say Snug didn't have to do what he did, but I'm from such and such, I'm from Baton Rouge, and I'm a real gangster, but I had to do this. But now this guy, he didn't really have to do it, but he did it, and he had, like, what you got?
No nigga have to do anything, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
We're going to say that, because anybody could go get a job. It's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to be good at hustling. You know what I'm saying? I tried this shit and that shit worked, and a lot of OGs saluted. And I take guidance. I be telling motherfuckers, y'all be so quick to be ready to lead, but you got to be a great follower and know how to lead. But in order to be a great follower, you got to know what to follow, who to follow, and what not to follow. You know what I'm saying? So niggas ain't have to do nothing, because you can go get a tweak and go get in the plant if that's what you really want to do. Nigga, getting this hustling game, getting this street shit, you want to get in that shit. You know what I'm saying?